Is heaven really greater than earth? This is a question that carries weight not just in our minds, but deep within our souls. We grow up hearing about heaven, a place of peace, light, endless joy, and no suffering. A reward waiting at the end of our lives, a final destination of eternal bliss. But today, I ask you to pause, take a moment, and look around you. The trees, the sky, the laughter of children, the warmth of sunlight on your face, the soft touch of your mother's hand, the smile of a stranger, the whisper of wind through the leaves, the taste of clean water, the strength of love, and the silence of prayer. What are these, if not glimpses of heaven? You see, we've been conditioned to look for paradise in the sky, in the afterlife, in the unseen. But what if paradise was also here in the now? What if the purpose of earth is not to merely suffer and wait, but to realize the divine in the everyday? The world we live in, with all its trials and triumphs, is not lesser. It is a training ground, a sacred space, a test, yes, but also a gift. Let me ask you, would you understand peace if you never knew pain? Would you value light if you never saw darkness? Would heaven even have meaning if you didn't walk through the chaos of earth first? Earth is not just a place. It's a journey of the soul, a mirror that reflects your choices, your growth, and your gratitude. And it is this very life, this very moment, that gives heaven its meaning. We wait for heaven, yet we complain about earth. We pray for peace, yet we ignore the beauty we already have. We dream of a better place, but forget to build one here. Look deeper. The morning birds don't need a mansion to sing. The poor man who shares his last piece of bread may be richer than the millionaire drowning in loneliness. A smile from your child can erase the weight of years of struggle. A prayer whispered in sincerity can shake the heavens. So what makes heaven greater? Is it freedom from problems, or is it the presence of eternal meaning? Because I say this to you with all my heart, meaning is not found only in pleasure. It is found in pain, in perseverance, and in purpose, and earth gives you all three. Think about the moments that shaped your character. Were they moments of ease or hardship, the breakup that made you stronger? The failure that taught you resilience, the betrayal that brought you closer to God, the loneliness that made you value presence, these weren't punishments, they were awakenings. And if you look at the most inspiring people in the world, those who changed lives, lifted others, built nations, healed the broken, they weren't born in comfort. They were born in fire, and it was the earth, the harsh, testing, beautiful earth, that forged them. Heaven doesn't build you, earth does. Heaven doesn't test you, earth does. Heaven may be your final destination, but earth is the battlefield where you earn it. So why is this place any less? Isn't it here that you get to feel emotions, fall in love, discover your talents, fight for justice, raise a family, make a difference? Isn't it here that you get the choice to be selfish or selfless, to hurt or to heal, to build or to destroy? This power of choice is sacred. It's a trust from the divine, and it only exists on earth. In heaven, they say, there's no evil, no sorrow, but also no growth, no sacrifice, no opportunity to rise from your fall. Earth is the gift of becoming. Heaven is the reward of what you became. Let me tell you a story. There once was a man who lived in poverty all his life. Every day, he worked hard, helped others, prayed sincerely, and smiled even when he was in pain. One day, someone asked him, "Why are you always so positive? Don't you want a better life, a life in heaven?" He smiled and said, "Every day that I wake up and breathe is a miracle. When I see my children laugh, when I feel the rain on my face, when I help my neighbor in need, I feel heaven in my heart. If heaven is greater than this, I can only imagine the joy. But even if I never see it, I've lived a full life. I've already touched paradise, right here." You see, he had found the secret. Heaven is not a place. Heaven is a feeling, a realization, a state of the soul. When you are grateful, you are already rich. When you are kind, you are already blessed. When you live with purpose, you are already close to God. But sadly, we've lost touch. We're too busy comparing our lives. We measure our worth by material things. We think success means luxury, not legacy. We think peace means isolation, not inner strength. It's time to wake up, to realize that the earth isn't a prison. It's a passage. And how you walk this passage determines whether you create heaven around you or destroy it with your own hands. You want to see heaven? Visit a village where a mother wakes up at 4 a.m. to make breakfast for her children with love and care. Talk to a teacher who sacrifices her own dreams to build those of others. Sit beside a father who works 3 jobs just to send his kids to school. Stand in silence with a person who forgives someone who never apologized. That's heaven, right here, on earth. Let me ask you again, is heaven greater than earth? Yes, in eternity, in reward, in rest. But earth is greater in opportunity. It is where angels are made from broken men. It is where love is shown not in words, but in sacrifice. It is where you can change the world by simply changing yourself. Don't waste this life chasing a paradise while ignoring the one in front of you. Don't wait to die to feel peace. Start living in a way that brings peace to others. Build your heaven now, with your words, with your hands, with your actions. Because those who create heaven on earth will surely find it in the hereafter. Let's not just wait for a better world. Let's become the people who build one, so next time someone asks, is heaven greater than earth? Smile and say, it depends on how you live.